Hi, I'm Tanya Mark, mind body nutrition and dynamic eating psychology coach here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And today on Tea with Tanya, I want to talk about how we do life is often how we do food and how that relates to optimal health. So tomorrow is the eclipse, and it's the perfect time to pause and tune in to how we're living our lives. And why is this a good time? Because how we do life is often how we do food. And it's really creating an epidemic of stressed out, low energy women who are feeling heavy and weighed down by the pace of life. So I want to tell you a little bit about what I'm drinking today on Tea with Tanya, and it's called Sport Tea. And Sport Tea is an energy drink, and it is full of ginseng and ginger and Brazilian mate, vitamin C and potassium. And the thing I like about it most is that there's no caffeine. There's no sweeteners of any kind, no artificial sweeteners, no natural sweeteners. And I love it iced and with lemon. So it's a little bit about what I'm drinking today. And, I want to talk about what happens during a solar eclipse and why it's so important for us to, take notice of the messages and the teaching that this solar eclipse has for us. The eclipse is when we'll experience a darkening of the light of the sun by the moon. And again, it really has a lot to teach us. So let me talk about the first point that I want to talk about. And that is that, number one, the eclipse is miraculous. It evokes wonder. It evokes awe. And it's really a reminder that we are spirits and souls merely having a human experience. It reminds us of a power far greater than, our own that is, and it's creating this wonderful, wondrous experience. So what does this really have to do with health and your body's ability to be its best? Well, when we're really not tapped into the miraculous and we're not tapped into the wonder, we're not noticing with life with awe. Instead, many of us are feeling heavy, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Anybody feel like that? And it's a sure sign that we're relying purely on our own strength. We might feel like we need to do it all or get it all done. We don't feel grounded. We feel pulled in too many directions. Have we become too disconnected from the miraculous life we're supposed to be experiencing? So it's something I want you to tap in. Are we too distracted? Are we too busy? Are we living life at speed, missing the everyday wonders? An eclipse can give us a wake-up call. It's a great time for change. It's a great time for a shift in how we're doing life, because how we do life is often how we do food. And if we're feeling some of these things, busy and distracted, that directly relates to how we're going to do food. And honestly, it's drastically impacting our body's ability to be at its best, a state where it can operate optimally. And I find that it's an epidemic that's really been a problem in the way we're living our lives in 2017. So number one, noticing the awe and the wonder of the eclipse. Now relate that to your own life. Are you noticing the wonders of life and the experiences that are just miraculous? Or are we really just sucked into the busyness and distraction that we're not really seeing that we're creatures of this amazing, gorgeous earth? So the second one that I want to talk about the eclipse and how it has a message to teach us about our health and wellness, is that an eclipse reminds us of opposites, right? There's the dark and the light, and it's here to teach us. So let me talk about the two opposites in the way we can be living our life, and how that either can be supporting our health and our body's ability to be at an optimal healthy weight, or it can be really holding us back. And our body could instead be trying to protect and hold on to what we have, just because it thinks we're in survival mode. So life A. So I'll talk a little bit about this one, and it's kind of the current life today. So some of you will really resonate with this, and hopefully we'll get some message out of this. We live fast. We eat fast. We need quick and convenient meals and food. We're multitasking and distracted, which equals stressed eating, okay? Busy is glorified, no time for nourishment. Food is a basic human need, and we're forgetting that humans really need nourishment. More than just the quality of food, the whole experience of eating, okay? We're taught to save a buck. We are constantly being, marketed cheap and inexpensive foods that are quick and convenient, and they're really killing us. They're really terrible for our health. And in fact, we should be prioritizing, foods that are nourishing and, not necessarily quick and convenient, but honestly, real foods can be quick and convenient. Another thing in this kind of distracted, fast-paced life that we're living these days is that, we're not really focusing on calories these days or calorie counting, but instead we're really, marketed regimented eating styles, good food versus bad food. And this is a very masculine approach to eating. It's very cut and dry. It's very structured. And there's really no room for some of the pleasures of food in our lives. And it's more focused on nutrients. And good nutrition is more than just nutrients. So most of us are kind of in this survival mode. So here's the opposite. Here's life B. And this is how life is best experienced. This is how food is best assimilated and absorbed and can really help our bodies, operate optimally. We slow down. We're present. We take the time for nourishment because it is a basic human need. And good nutrition is more than good quality food. And the experience of eating is critical to how we digest, assimilate, and absorb food. And this is called the relaxation response. And this is the optimal way that we want to strive to live our lives so that it can support our health. We want to be relaxed when we eat. So how we eat is just important as what we eat. Home cooked foods, real foods. Fruit can just be just as convenient as, a quick grab and go food. And like I said, food is more than just nutrients. Just think about an apple. It's vitamins and fiber and a whole bunch of things that if you took that into a lab, you would never be able to totally break that down and make a food that was just like an apple. It's miraculous. It's natural. It was created from this earth. It's a way that we can deeply nourish ourselves, not only by what we're eating, by how we're eating and the experience of eating. Having, tuning in and slowing down and have some awareness around our food. And this is a very feminine strategy towards eating. When we stop and we taste the food, we smell the aroma, we notice the textures, we really enjoy the foods. And this is critical to how our bodies are digesting and assimilating nutrients. So this is a very thriving lifestyle. So what I want you to see, again, is that the eclipse has a lot to teach us. One, are we stopping and really noticing the wonders and awe of these miraculous things that are going on in our lives, or are we busy and too distracted? And then number two, it's the opposites that the eclipse shows us, the darkness and the light, the quickness and the slowing down and relaxing, and the convenient versus the slow and nurturing. So notice which side of life you're on. And that's something that the eclipse can teach us. This week's food for thought and the question that I want you to answer so that you can help yourself really, improve your relationship with food and help your body actually absorb and assimilate the nutrients that you are eating. Allow your body to, want to burn the fat and build muscle. Because when we're relaxed, it wants to do that. When we're stressed, it wants to protect. So often we'll just rely on strategies around quality food and exercise, and a lot of times they're just not working and they're not providing us, the changes that we want to see so that we can feel good, because that's what we all want, right? We want to feel amazing. So again, here's the question. Describe your everyday life in 3 words or phrases. So 1, 2, 3. I want you to list those below this video. And then I want you to tell me, what did you learn about yourself by, describing your life in those 3 words? How do you do life? Is it similar to how you do food? Is it really nourishing you? Or are you living life A, stressed and distracted and fast and convenient and not present? Or are you living relaxed and slowing down and connected and really enjoying the wonders and beauty of life, like the eclipse? So, take a deep breath. Enjoy I'm in Jackson Hole, so we're going to get to see the eclipse right here. We're super excited to experience that. We're going to go take this 10-mile hike and go to the top of this peak and experience the wonder and awe of the eclipse. I hope you found this tip helpful. In how you do life is how we often do food, and how that can either be helping your body and helping you achieve optimal weight and health, or it could really be holding you back. So take a look at that yourself. I really look forward to seeing your comments below this video. I will answer every single one of your comments and give you some feedback so that you can continue to experience, a healthy relationship with food, explore yourself, the person doing the eating more deeply so that you can feel and look your best. Again, I'm Tanya Mark, Mind Body Nutrition and Dynamic Eating Psychology Coach here in gorgeous Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Have an amazing day.